Hi, it is Saturday evening, March the 5th, 2022. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl podcast. Today's episode is going to be a finished object in depth with some left-handed knitting tips. My finished object is the rug sweater, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Junko Okamoto. As you can see, it's not your average rug sweater. This is sans the color work because, the color work doesn't... I'm going to try it again, but I have a rug sweater that I knit with the color work and I can't fit it. It cuts me off. Anyway, the yarn I used was Barcelona Big, and the colorway is Amethyst. I used approximately 2.5 skeins. I finished the sweater in 2 skeins. 2 skeins. Almost a skein and a half. I think I had this much left of the second skein. And I went ahead and started the third skein on the sleeves. Got through the first sleeve perfectly fine. No issues. I went to start the second sleeve and I pulled out the yarn and I had yarn just came out and it was broke. It was off. It was like, what? So I decided the only thing I could do was to just ball up the yarn. And this is how many breaks in the yarn there were. They weren't knotted. They came out and they were just separate from the other. Weird. That was the worst skein of yarn. After I got it balled up with all the extras off, I had enough to knit the sleeve. And anyway, I've never had a break in the other. Let me get the other sweater. When I knit this one, the same yarn, not Barracuda, Lord, why I want to say Barcelona Big, different color, but I never had a single break on the 2 or 3 skeins of yarn that I used. None. This is beautiful too. Anyway, what else do I want to tell you? And I use my Addie's US 10 throughout. What I did different than the pattern was I didn't do the color work because I wanted it and it knitted up like a comfy sweatshirt like fit. I also did not do the decreases in here because I think some of the decreases were for the color work, but then I wanted it to just be a nice, roomy, comfortable fit throughout my sweatshirt. That's all I wanted. So that's what I did different. My short rows, I just did the German short rows, and there's a link in the show notes to Very Pink Knits, who has a very easy to follow tutorial on German short rows. German short rows work wonderful for me. I tried the short rows in this pattern and I had huge holes and I'm like, yeah, this is not working. So I just went to the German short rows and I really like it. I did steam block, and this time I steam blocked it because it helps to even out the stitches. Also, I don't like the hem to roll up, so it'll roll up a little bit after a bunch of wear, but it's not, when I was done with it, it was like rolled up like that. So I blocked it so that the hem would not roll. And it is a high-low with lots of short rolls in the back, so it's a wonderful pattern. Let me tell you a funny story. When I first saw the rug and I wanted to knit it so bad, I was looking at people that had knit it without the color work, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's not the rug then. Guess what? This is my second rug sweater without color work, and I love it so much. Also, I am planning on, this is a bulky. The weight of the yarn is a number 6, I think. No, it's a 5 bulky. Well, this one seems to be bigger than the other one. I don't know why. I like it, but I want to knit one that's a little closer together, a little closer fit. So my next adventure with the rug is to knit it in worsted with a US 9 so that it's a closer fit. It'll still be roomy, but it won't be as roomy as this. What else do I want to tell you? Left-handed wise, it does have a knit 2 together, slip knit in the sleeve decreases, and I flipped that to have a nicer decrease. I'm going to see if I can show you on the sleeve on this one, because the other one it doesn't show as well because of the color. Can you see it? See that? Got a little bit of fuzz happening there, but there's the line. It's a nice even decreases where, I mean, they go in the right way. The decreases go in the right way. If I had done it opposite, there would have been a line. Anyway, I'm going to insert a short video at the end of this that I have a couple examples of knitting it according to pattern and knitting it by flipping the slip knits and the knit 2s together. So thank you for watching, and I hope that if you are a left-handed knitter, you found things that I told you about helpful, and I will see you in my podcast, which I hope to film tomorrow. And you see all that stuff there? I had a little shopping spree today. Find out about that tomorrow when the Knit and Purl podcast. See y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, this part of the video is to show you some examples. I'm a left-handed knitter, and as a left-handed knitter, you should flip your, if the pattern says knit 2 together, knit 1, slip knit, you need to slip knit, knit 1, knit 2 together. So here's an example of what the project looks like if you knit it according to the pattern. As a left-handed person knitting from the right needle to the left. This is what it looks like. It works. It works out. But here is what it looks like if you flip your knit 2 together, slip knit. It's a little more uniformed, neater, and you can kind of see what goes on. And this is what a right-handed hat would look like. This is what it looks like, and it works out and is okay, but it's not as neat as what this looks like. Okay, I have another example. This is a Zuzu's Petals. a lace pattern. Let me get it where you can see it. And this is knit according to the pattern without switching anything. And as you can see, if I can do this in the pattern, because I didn't switch it, there's a line, a knitted line that's prominent in the pattern. Because I knit it according to the pattern, but I'm knitting it from the right hand needle to the left hand needle. So knit according to the pattern, you get these little lines. And it looks fine. It doesn't look bad. But here is what it looks like when you flip your knit two togethers and slip slip knits. It's more uniform and there's not a line going down the patterning. They're both the same material. They're both acrylic. Show you side by side so you can kind of see the difference. Sorry. There's that one. It's got more bumpily. Both of them have been blocked, everything. And this is what it looks like when you flip your knit two togethers and slip slip knits. I hope you can see that. Okay.